What can you say about this guy and what he's accomplished in 66 days, I believe it is?
The guy's special. I've been in this game my whole life. I've never seen anything like him.
Khamzat Chimaev, this man's the real deal.
You see the training footage and you see the intensity that this guy pursues everything with.
Just an absolute animal, non-stop in every way. Striking, wrestling, conditioning.
The word is, by people who train with him, they're like, dude, he is a freak of nature.
You've had guys that'll be like, let me talk to my team. That guy's like, I want to fight again here on Fight Island. I was like, really? We turn him around, he fights again, and he does it again.
He's had 3 or 4 fights in the UFC. He's only been hit twice.
What's crazy is when you talk about his win tonight and what he did and how impressive he was, he's 170 pounds. He knocked out a guy who was 185 pounds with one punch.
We all want things.
I'm coming for everybody! Kill everybody! I'm the champ!
If I kill everybody, what are you gonna do?
Picking that man up and just having conversations with Dana White while he's got this man hoisted up in the air.
Just wanna fight, bro. Fight. I love this shit.
I mean, he comes from a tough place.
Yeah.
From a tough place, you're going to create tough men.
One of the most special fighters I've ever seen, if not the most special guy that I've ever come across.
I like to fight in the cage and smash somebody. It's too easy. Smash somebody, you get money, brother. It's perfect for me.
And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name.
So he's got like this tight-knit team until he goes to war. You know, when he goes to war, he just wants to chill everybody.
Everything up that I've ever done, but what's the point of living if you ain't having fun?
I don't care what I gonna do, and I'm gonna go jump in the cage and I gonna kill that guy.
I guess I look here, look there, over where
I don't care who was down, I will smash his face. I will stand up, I will knock him out. You know, don't care, bro.
Sleeping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night. Oh, and we all got dreams. We all want things.
Khamzat Chimaev's story begins in the rugged mountains of Chechnya. Born in 1994 into a humble Muslim family, he started wrestling at just 5 years old. Growing up in a war-torn homeland forged a relentless mindset. At 18, he immigrated with his mother to Sweden, where wrestling became his lifeline. He dominated Swedish national championships, collecting gold medals in 2016, 2017, and 2018 across different weight classes. Teammates quickly noticed his obsession. U.S. veteran Ilir Latifi once recalled security footage of Chimaev training alone at 2 a.m. Some fighters are just special like that. Living in a small storage room at All Stars Training Center in Stockholm, he began MMA training in 2017. Alexander Gustafsson, a 3-time UFC title challenger, said Chimaev was one of the best fighters he'd ever trained with. While cleaning factories at night, he dreamt of glory. Watching Conor McGregor's 13-second knockout of Jose Aldo in 2015 lit a fire. I'm a fighter, I'm a warrior, and I have something special inside me, he said. By 2018, he'd gone pro after a 3-0 amateur run. Chimaev smashed through the regional circuit and got the UFC call in 2020. What followed was historic. On Fight Island, he fought twice in 10 days, submitting John Phillips and TKO and Rise McKee. He set the modern UFC record for fastest back-to-back wins. 2 months later came the 17-second one-punch knockout of Gerald Meerschaert. In just 66 days, he was 3-0 with virtually no damage taken, outlanding his first 2 opponents 196 strikes to 2. Dana White couldn't believe it. I've never seen anything like this. His persona added to the hype. In 2021, after choking out Li Jingliang while speaking to Dana White mid-fight, he roared into the camera, "Everybody, I kill everybody. I'm the champ, I'm the king." The world knew Borz, Chechen for wolf, had arrived. The first real test came at UFC 273 in 2022 against Gilbert Burns. For the first time, Chimaev tasted adversity. Burns dropped him, forced him into a 3-round war, but Chimaev's heart shone through. He won a unanimous decision in a Fight of the Night classic. The guy doesn't quit, Burns admitted afterward. Later that year, drama hit UFC 279. Scheduled to face Nate Diaz, Chimaev missed weight by 7.5 pounds. Booed heavily, he flipped off the crowd, shrugged off the backlash, and instead mauled Kevin Holland in 1 round. "I don't care," he snapped. post-fight, embracing the villain role. By 2023, he moved up to middleweight. He edged Kamaru Usman in a gritty decision, then faced Robert Whittaker in 2024. Chimaev ragdolled the Aussie legend and dislocated his jaw with a face crank submission in round 1. Whittaker admitted, "I've never been handled like that." Finally, at UFC 319 in 2025, he fought champion Dricus du Plessis. Over 5 rounds, Chimaev landed 12 takedowns and 500-plus strikes, breaking records en route to a dominant decision. He became the first Chechen-born UFC champion, undefeated at 15-0. Dana White called him one of the baddest dudes I've ever come across. Fighters echoed the mix of respect and fear. Joe Rogan raved, "Khamzat's a freak." Gilbert Burns embraced him after their war, while Israel Adesanya admitted, "I was surprised the way Khamzat ran through Rob. That made me want to fight him." Others weren't impressed. Nate Diaz dismissed him as a rookie. Colby Covington mocked him as cum shot. After UFC 319, Sean Strickland taunted on social media, claiming he could out-grapple Chimaev over 5 rounds. Coaches praise his obsession. BJJ coach Alan Nascimento explained, "He came to Sweden as a refugee. He's fighting to take care of his loved ones. This is what motivates him." That drive often pushes him past limits, even sparring sick, which worsened his COVID ordeal. Fans have always been split. Early on, he was hailed as a wrecking machine, awarded Breakthrough Fighter of the Year in 2020. Memes of Khamzat versus COVID and hashtag Khamzat Army trended online, but his UFC 279 weight miss turned some against him. The boos, his defiant "I don't care" and smirking heel persona divided audiences. Supporters loved his outlaw vibe, and critics called him arrogant and unprofessional. His close association with Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov also drew backlash. Many see him as an inspirational rags-to-riches hero. Others call him a pawn of politics. Either way, everyone agrees. When Chimaev fights, the world tunes in. Chimaev's toughest opponent has been his own body. In late 2020, COVID-19 nearly ended his career. He coughed blood, was hospitalized, and underwent thyroid surgery. At one point, he even announced retirement on Instagram. "I think I'm done." Dana White reassured fans it was temporary. Ramzan Kadyrov personally phoned him, urging him not to quit. After treatment and recovery, he returned. Still, his immune system remained fragile. He was hospitalized again after the Usman fight in 2023 and pulled from bouts in 2024 due to illness. To protect his health, he now avoids crowds, sometimes sparring in a mask. Despite setbacks, he sees hardship as fuel. "I like to go through tough things." His perspective shifted. He built homes for his family and gyms for Chechen youth. His mother asks if he can finally rest, but Chimaev insists, "I still have more to do." Chimaev's link to Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov has been controversial. He's part of Kadyrov's Akhmat Fight Club, appearing in photos with him and even coached his sons. When ill in 2021, Kadyrov rallied him back and gifted him a Mercedes. Kadyrov attended Chimaev's wedding in 2022. Human rights groups condemn this relationship, accusing Chimaev of helping whitewash a dictator. Chimaev avoids politics, saying Kadyrov supported him since youth. Yet, the connection created issues. U.S. visa denials due to sanctions forced Chimaev to fight abroad until 2025, when he finally returned to American soil. This bond has given him resources and spotlight, but also a permanent shadow. Fans and critics alike must interpret it themselves. At 31 and in his prime, Chimaev has no plans to slow down. He laughs at retirement humors. This is not enough, just to go for one title. I'm gonna defend the belt, fight for another belt. Sean Strickland demands the first shot, promising he can out-grapple him. Israel Adesanya has hinted at a blockbuster fight. Chimaev himself points to contenders like Nassourdine Imavov or Caio Borrelho is next in line. Beyond middleweight, fans dream of him chasing double champ status at welterweight. His star power guarantees main event slots in Abu Dhabi, Europe, and the US. The big question remains, can anyone solve the Chimaev puzzle? 15 have tried. 15 have failed. Burns showed he can bleed, but no one has stopped him. If health and politics don't derail him, we may be watching the dawn of a dominant reign. Chimaev himself stays blunt. "I just want to fight, make money. Whether it's defending his belt, moving divisions, or teasing freak show fights, one thing is certain: the Chechen Wolf is far from finished. From wrestling mats in Chechnya to the pinnacle of the UFC, Khamzat Chimaev's saga is one of raw grit, controversy, and destiny. He's both hero and villain, feared and admired. Will he go down as one of the greatest, or will health and politics define his legacy? For now, the legend of Borz continues, and the world is watching.